UCI Mountain Bike Downhill World Cup as we go back to the top. 24 years old, Sam Blenkinsop, Lapierre Gravity Republic, and this a real return to form for the New Zealander.
Definitely.
No wonder they've stayed up down there. There's loads of them.
Definitely. We saw Sam win at Schladming in 2008, so we know he has that pace. And this looking brilliant for him with a third-place qualifier. It'll be interesting to see what he's got this afternoon.
Fifth at split one, just over a second back. Definitely he can do that up. The only guy you're going to see in the top 50 without gloves on. Likes the feel of his bike. Oh,
looking good into there.
Smooth and fast, man. It's so rough up there. You'd have to walk this course to really appreciate what these guys are doing. It's unbelievable. It's a tighter line there as well, Cunny. Didn't go out wide for that turn, but didn't get stood up in the turn. Managed to carry good speed through it anyway.
Oh, looking tight into there. Looked like he was drifting about and then losing some pace. And the next one and drifting into that. Really critical to carry his speed through this section.
On that wider line there, over that, and hard on the pedals. That little sit down there makes such a difference to your legs. One of the few spots you can actually just take a break. It's unbelievable. Just a millisecond of the weight off your legs can feel so amazing before they attack now this lower section, the bottom, very bottom of this course.
Pedalling through there, you can see the disadvantage of it, just bobbling a little bit. You're not really getting a huge amount of power down if the bike's skipping about.
But mixed line there, definitely quicker, and that looked good there, over to the left there to miss that big soft hole of mud there. So Blenky's never maybe been this fit, actually had a top 10 at the first Enduro World Cup round the other day. 0.4 back for him. Maybe that's what it is, maybe he's been training hard this winter. Had some injuries as well over the last couple of years, but Blenky is now hard on the pedals. Here we come down towards the finish here in Fort Bill.
All these riders at the top of their game now, able to put so much power down into this bottom section, holding a nice tight line into that bottom section. ET pedaling over that one.
Third of that second split, only 1.194 back. Blenky now, what can he do? What's he done? It looks good. He's been working on his pedaling. Is it going to be enough? He's going to go just outside of it. Third spot, 0.3 back for Sam Blenkinsop. But he's guaranteed a top 5 this afternoon, and that is a real return to form for him.
So now we've only got 2 riders down after this. So as you were saying, Rob, that's a guaranteed top 5. Looking a bit disappointed with himself there. Not cheering it on too much, but thanking the crowd.
Well,
let's have a look at his run up top. Oh, look at that. That's the thing with this course, just those little hits you can take going into a corner and just mess it up. And look at his hands on the bars there, just getting rattled about. You can see when the rider's wearing no gloves like that, just how hard it is on your body. Nicely smooth over that. Unbelievable. The little bits where he's hitting to jump over the next rocks. Incredibly precise.
Their timing is unbelievable up there.
Yeah, it's great. This section here, it's almost like you're on a roller coaster. You're getting pushed one side to the next and constant hits the whole way through.
And by that point, Cunny, it's fair to say you're absolutely exhausted. Your arms are hurting, your feet are hurting.
Whipping it out and pedalling in the air, that's keen for you, isn't it?
Well, he's got some skills, and, you know,
but I think
confidence
that shows...
has been missing, and perhaps that'll put it back into him now, and we're going to see good things from Blenky, because he's had a couple of years where he could have been doing a lot better. We expected more from him. But 2 to go. Both British. Here's the first of them. G. Atherton, the 2008 world champion. And Atherton's track record has been absolutely insane over the last few years, but he hasn't managed to deliver a World Cup win. But he's fastest at split one, Cunny. And he looks good on this top section.
G was apparently in after his qualifying run. Thought he had a little bit more in the tank. Thought there was more to give. He said he was just getting it done, getting the job done then. And this could be a big ride from this afternoon. Look at the pace of him, the bike's skipping around.
He lost time there.
That's the problem, you get it up to pace, just a little bit over what it can be, and then you lose it in the next corner.
He went all the trouble there of setting up wide for that turn. You saw Blenky come in tight. G went wider, it's a little bit slower to set up, and you would have come out of that with more speed, but obviously that gamble didn't pay off for him. So, has that hurt him? Fastest split at number 1 since his last win in Wyndham in 2010. He has had 17 Worlds and World Cups.
Oh, he's looking loose here.
And he's been on the podium 14 times, Cunny. That's an unbelievable statistic about him.
You could see him kicking up a big rock there, coming into that section and drifting in the next corner. He's trying to make up that little mistake up top. Looking strong through here, bang on the power. The hard gear he's pushing through this bottom section. Going to be interesting to see what G's got for us now.
So he's had 1 win here in 2010, 8 times on the podium. Sister Rachel broke her duck. G to the right of that mud hole there as well. No one's going to be much stronger. They've had a new trainer this year working with Alan Milway as well.
And
well, here we go. We're going to find out now. Split number 2. What's happened up there? Oh, he's at 1.129 despite that mistake. So that's an incredible run from the G-man.
There's power he's putting on down here. The crowd going wild for him, jumping into the track. This is great. He's up on the fastest time of Brooke McDonald. Is he going to go straight into a hot seat and take the win this afternoon?
Are we going to see an Atherton double? Well, first thing he's got to do is get himself into the hot seat ahead of Brooke McDonald. 4:37.8 is the time to beat as G Atherton screams now down towards this finish line in front of an adoring crowd here in Fort William. He goes fastest, 1.142. Look at the time from G Atherton, an incredible run. He has delivered one there, and can Danny Hart touch that?
That is an amazing run from him. We saw that mistake up top, so even with that, G is able to put in a storming run this afternoon. I'm impressed with that run. That is one hell of a ride, and look at him. He's given it all he's got there. That is such a hard track to put that much effort in on, and G has just done an incredible race run there. And look at him here, looking precise into that corner and just on the power as soon as the bike's anywhere near upright. Not even waiting for it to be fully upright, he's just getting the power down.
New GT's working for him.
It is, it worked for his sister earlier on this afternoon, taking the win there. Are we going to see an Atherton double, or are we going to see a work of magic from Danny Hart?
Oh my goodness. Well, there's one man who could stop the dream of an Atherton double here in Fort William. You're about to see Danny Hart, one of the loosest units on the planet.
G's still with his head down there. He is looking like he's taking it out of him.
Wouldn't have lasted any longer.
What's he saying there? Wouldn't have lasted any longer. It looked like he might have beat his bike up a little bit and only just got it there.
Here he is then, Danny Hart. The last man, the fastest qualifier, nodding in agreement with his focus, I think, this afternoon. Testicles the size of weather balloons. Danny Hart will go further than anyone on this course, take bigger chances, I think. And he's second at split number 1, only 0.292 back. And you'd have to think now, tight. Look at that clever little line there, Cunningham, right round the inside. Hart's so light.
This could be
on that bike. New trainer for him this winter as well. Second here in 11 and 12. Oh, man, he's charging up there.
Danny's just got to hold it together here, hasn't he? We saw he put that run in qualifying absolutely perfect, his mechanic said. And so what can he do now? Danny looking a little bit squirrely, making a few little mistakes up top. Let's hope this doesn't damage
his style, though.
Yeah.
He always is a little bit loose, always is a little bit wild. How quickly, look at that, tighter than anyone through there. We haven't seen anyone go on that line. This is why we love watching Hart ride. Creative.
Power wheelie over that jump there, just getting power down. A lot of people saying on track it just looked like he was getting pedal strokes in where other people weren't able to.
Yeah, he's so flamboyant on the bike. He is a risk taker. Injury took him out of contention for the latter part of last season.
And that was a shame to see. It was just a messing about on a jump in a bike park, took him out for the rest of the season. It wasn't at a World Cup or anything like that. So we know he has the form he can take to win one of these things.
So, again, squashing that into a wheelie. Taking a quick sit down. What's the time? Is he going to go fastest? Yes, no, he's 1.2 back. Well, that's a lot for Hart to make up from now here down to the finish line. I don't think he'll out-sprint G Atherton, do you?
No, I don't think he will. Looks like G is putting an absolute flyer this afternoon. What's Danny got? Is he able to get some more power out of his legs? He's been training so hard over the winter with his new trainer. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
Is it going to be second place for Danny Hart for the 3rd year in succession? Is G Atherton going to break his duck of not winning World Cups? It's going to be tight. Hart charges down the line, and he's going to go, he goes 7th, 2.644 back. So he's spent himself on that pedaling, and G Atherton has won a World Cup again. Finally, man, that's been a long time coming. He's going to enjoy that one.